Spot on.
I do love our little moments, you know that.
I know. We need to get a makeup person at some point.
We really need it.
We do.
I don't feel I look that bad on camera though.
You don't. You look gorgeous on it.
So do you.
Thanks.
Romance.
Robin's romance. I was going to say, you got the ear of the chairman. Sure, you can ask him for a bit of funds for. Maybe we could get an extra cameraman, makeup person. You know what I mean?
If you put that on, I know he's going to put it on, isn't he?
He's filming it. Of course he's filming it. It's going to be the Robins to get us off and underway. Tommy Bradford's playing all in white today. Cheadle with the first crossfield looking for Korboa. Adeniyi this time. The two number 8s coming together. Adeniyi just gets it forward. A little nudge in the back by Aziaya. I think it was on Sims, the town captain. Oh no, Edwards, sorry. The pair of them battling away in midfield. Pumped up, should be Bishops. Oh, it sneaked over the bad, but Koranteng couldn't guide it back into the mixer. Now Bishop's going to look at longer this time, looking for Santos. Gets a little flick on it. Don't know if he knew much about it. That's a mistake, and Bradford's in here. Got a bit of space if he can get a cross in. Cuts inside Rodgers. Gets a shot off. Beaten away by the keeper. First real opportunity. Adeniyi won't keep that in, but it'll be a throw into the Robins. Tommy Bradford yet to get off the mark this season, but good shot on target. Great spin by Korboa. He's in here. Can he pick someone out? Feeds it across. Wins a corner, does he? Yep. Corner. And that's got the away fans singing. First corner of the game goes Carshalton's way. It's a mistake by Rodgers that let Bradford in twice. But Bexon was equal to the strike. But here's the corner kick now. Cheadle gives the signal, goes in towards the 6-yard box. It's over everyone. Dudley's fighting for it. Korboa was in there. Bexon got a hand to it. Hooked away by Raad. I'm James Barrett-Sterling, today's commentator. Good header by Dudley. Ball's bounced through to Santos, who can get it under control. Onovwigun. Here's Bradford, done well there. Onovwigun, good strength to hold off his opponent and get it back into Bradford, who turns. Now gives it out wide to Santos, who's got a bit of room. Can he get a cross in? The Cruz has gone over to cover. Has to go all the way back. Again, Aziaya is right up on the edge of the area. Here's Korboa. Taking on Rodgers. Squares it, Onovwigun. Rather just came off of his foot. Wasn't a pass, wasn't a shot. Still, it's encouraging signs for Carshalton. Inside to Onovwigun, who tries to knock it over for Price, but it didn't quite come off, and now Town look to relieve the pressure. The ball's broken for Adeniyi. Cheadle can bomb onto this. Plays it first time into Korboa. Took a nick off of Hastings, he's got it back. Adeniyi into Cheadle. To Santos. Neat. Korboa to Santos. Can he get a cross in? Onovwigun's there! It's the first goal for Carshalton Athletic. They take the lead. 21 minutes on the clock. And it's the first strike of the season for Michael Onovwigun, the on-loan midfielder. It was patient build-up by Santos and Korboa, who played a neat 1-2 on this near side. Santos managed to get a low cross in. And Onovwigun, he rather scuffed it from about 6 yards, but it beat the keeper. They all count. And that's 1-0 to the Robins. Korboa looked to hold this up. Neat spin by the top goal scorer. He hasn't got a lot of support. Cuts inside Rodgers. He's got Onovwigun with him. Tries to feed it back in. There's too many red shirts in the way. And Marah will look to bring the ball forward for Town. He's all on his own, but he's managed to pick a pass out. Habo's laid it off for Raad. Patient from the number 10. Here's Sims. Into Edwards. Here's Haabo. Gets a shot off. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was pretty close. Good response from Harlow Town. He was patient, the number 9. Didn't rush it. And even though he was faced up by 2 men in white, he still managed to squeeze a shot off that was only millimetres wide of the top far corner, to be fair. Real ebb and flow about the game now, although there's been several missed passes. He's onside now to Santos. Can he get the right side of the Cruz? He can't as he won a corner. He has. Good work by the Carshalton number 9. Marah's got half an eye on him, but it's probably going to go into the mixer. Unless they've been working on something on the training grounds. Anyway, in it goes by Cheadle. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's flicked off of someone. There's Adeniyi. That's over by Santos, I think. Wow, that really should have been 2-0. Confusion inside the 6-yard area. Adeniyi nodded it back across goal, and I think it was Santos from about 3 yards, put it over the bar. 5 players playing for it. It's gone short to Kissi, now whips it in. Well played, Bradford who blocked it. Carshalton could break here if they're clever about it. Hastings half won the ball, but it's been swept out to Korboa, who's 1-on-1. He's got Bradford making a burst now. Can he get a shot away? He can. Rather comfortable for the keeper in the end, but Bradford done everything right. He's getting closer to that first goal of the season. Neat break by Carshalton, Santos involved. And Korboa, neat little through ball. And Bradford on his slightly weaker left foot, but still got it on target. Oh, that's Hayward, and Adeniyi can turn here. Gives it square to Onovwigun. Now here's Korboa 1-on-1 with Rodgers. Can he get a shot off maybe? He can. Straight down the throat again of Bexon. But that's what the Carshalton fans want to see. They're creating chances and they're getting shots on target. It's been a little bit of a problem the past couple of weeks. Here's Cheadle. Bringing Carshalton forward. As a poke. Ooh. I think it was curling more on target as it flew along, but it was never going to trouble Bexon, I don't think. Sighter for Cheadle, however. Carshalton fans know all about him from long range. Price gets that down, free header into Bradford, who turns. Korboa leaves it for Adeniyi. Can he make it? He can. Rodgers has come across. It's 3-on-1 here, but he does well to right back. Doesn't do anything silly, just gets it, well, all the way out of the stadium. I mean, safety first, and there's safety first. That went up beyond row Z and into the numbers. Here's Korboa. Gets in a first-time cross, looking for Santos. Rodgers is there again. Charlie's going to try, Edwards is going to try and keep that from going out, and he's won his side of throw as well. Onovwigun tries to get it forward to Santos. Oh, neat skill by Raad, and he's won a free kick as well. I think Cheadle's going to be pulled up for kicking the ball away. It's a rather silly booking to pick up. First booking of the game goes to Jordan Cheadle. Feeds down the line, looking for Marah. He's done well to Ringer to get it into Raad. Shaking off the attention of Cheadle. He's got it back into Marah, who squeezes a cross in. Oh, he just couldn't wrap his foot around it. The ball's still alive though. Here's Sims. Good challenge by Onovwigun. He bursts forward now. Oh, he just didn't have the run of the ball, and Town looked to come again now. Here's Marah, got a bit of space. Aziaya's gone out to meet him. Looks to try and take him on, and Aziaya's done well there, he rather tricked himself, and that's over to Cruz, and Santos has got the ball. Carshalton can break. Has he got the legs to get round him? And he's done well to hold it up and play it back into Bradford. He's got a bit of space. Here's Price. Turns, blocked by De Cruz. He's got a second bite of the cherry. Left foot! It's there! A rare occurrence, a left-footed goal by Bobby Price. And the captain doubles Carshalton's athletic leads just before the 45-minute mark. It was a good break by De Santos on the far side. He held the ball up, played it back into Bradford. Price had made the break beyond. His first shot inside the box got blocked, but he rather lofted it with his left foot. It was over the head of everyone and dropped inside the top far corner. The first goal of the season for the Carshalton captain. And it's now Harlow Town 0, Carshalton Athletic 2. A little bit of hoo-ha during the break. One of the linesmen was taken injured, and the call went out over the tannoy for a replacement. So the game's getting underway a little bit late. Korboa gets away from Sims. Aziaya now to Santos. Can he get onto the end of this? Hastings has gone across with him. He's done well to keep it in. The Carshalton number 9 gets it onto his right foot. Here's Onovwigun, the first goal scorer. Korboa, rather trips himself up. And now Hastings can bring the ball away. He delayed and delayed and delayed, and Onovwigun picked his pocket, and the ball's broken for Cheadle, who feeds it into now. It's missed by De Cruz. Good header, and it's Korboa! Oh! Opportunity, one-on-one situation. It's a great header by De Santos just to pick him out there. Korboa, he may have perhaps have had a little bit more time than he thought. Took it early. Got 35 minutes left to play of normal time. Cheadle's header over halfway. Santos just can't quite get it under control, but Bradford's stolen in. Good challenge by De Cruz, but the ball's broken. Great ball by Korboa. Here's De Santos. Oh, just tried to nick it through to Adeniyi. The ball's still live for Carshalton here. Bradford on the far side, faced up by Rodgers. Gets it onto his right foot. Here's Korboa. Neat little back heel. Bradford won't fancy digging that out with his left though, so Carshalton will have to build again. Here's Aziaya. First time poke! Oh, just wide. I mentioned in the first half that he's not scored for Carshalton yet, but he weren't too far off with that effort. Good header by De Cruz, but Price has knocked it back into the mixer. Hastings completes the clearance. Adeniyi try and get this under control. Oh, he's done well there. The substitute, Scales. Pappoe Rover dove in. Scales has got a chance to get a shot off. He squares it. Good covering by Aziaya. Danger's not away for Carshalton yet though. Here's Edwards. Marah. Dixon across, looking for Acquah. It's gone out for a corner. Good opportunity. It was a rather soft back pass by Adeniyi, and Scales just duck in on it. Rode the challenge. Here's Scales and Kissi trying to work something. It goes into the box. Cheadle gets it clear. Carshalton rear guard doing its job well at the moment. De Cruz knocks it in. Pappoe, he's flicked it on inadvertently. Oh, and Bishop couldn't get it under control. I think it was Raad who ghosted in. Carshalton survived, however. In it goes. Good header by Sims. Scales does well to win that ball and keep his side on the front foot. Rides the challenge. It's faced up by Korboa. He's done well to beef with them. Squares it. Oh, just didn't have enough on it to reach Fox on the far side, and Aziaya done well there. And now he's bringing the ball away. Feeds it down the line, looking for De Santos. Now Bradford's knocked it over halfway. He's onside De Santos. He's got Rodgers for company. It's one-on-one. Now Carshalton have got some men in support. Here's Price again. Oh, too much on that. He might have been caught in two minds whether to have a shot or to ping it across. Good break for Carshalton. And they had 4 men up there against 2. Good skill by De Santos. He's got away from his man. Can he pick out Adeniyi? He's gone for the shot instead. The ball's still live. It's still there. Can it? Oh, great save by Bexon. Stretched out a big hand and got it away. Santos decided not to square it, went for goal himself. Adeniyi's on the floor here. There's one Carshalton a throw in. And it comes from the home sides. Fox was up, came off of Cheadle. Acquah's going to try and keep this in. Settles for the throw. Here's Raad. Does well to check back onto his left foot. Oh, it's done Pappoe. Oh, at the near post, and it's Acquah. It's good skill by the number 10. He's been one of their best players this afternoon for my money. And he put Pappoe on his backsides, and then Price couldn't stop the cross either, but Acquah might not have been expecting it. And he just stabbed it wide at the near post. And it comes from the home sides. Fox was up, came off of Cheadle. Acquah's going to try and keep this in. Settles for the throw. Here's Raad. Does well to check back onto his left foot. Oh, it's done Pappoe. Oh, at the near post, and it's Acquah. It's good skill by the number 10. He's been one of their best players this afternoon for my money. And he put Pappoe on his backsides, and then Price couldn't stop the cross either, but Acquah might not have been expecting it. And he just stabbed it wide at the near post. There's the goal kick. Mendy's first touch is to knock it back into the path of Bradford's, but he's lost out to Edwards. Now Scales has knocked it forward, looking for Acquah. He's got a bit of space. First time flick for Edwards, and now Scales. He's in. Good challenge by Price at the expense of a corner. But Town have been dominating the last 5 minutes. There's going to be another substitution for Carshalton. It's going to be Tommy Bradford to go off. And he's going to be replaced by Morath-Gibbs. It's a little bit more of a defensively minded substitution, this one.
In the 82nd minute, coming off, Tommy Bradford. Coming on, number 15, Morath-Gibbs.
Does that mean Carshalton are going 3 at the back, potentially? It's a double substitution for Carshalton. It looks like Michael Dixon's coming on as well. It's a straight swap for Jerson de Santos, who's had a great game today.
We have coming off number 9, Jerson de Santos. Coming on, number 19, Mike Dixon.
Worked his socks off today, Jerson de Santos. Only thing really missing was a goal. He set up the first one for Michael Onovwigun. He can be pleased with his afternoon's work, I think. Here comes Michael Dixon. 2 for the season for him so far. The Cruz was overarching. Onovwigun's incredulous. Can't believe he didn't get a free kick for that. We've got less than 10 minutes here at the Harlow Arena. It's Harlow Town 0, Carshalton Athletic 2. Those 2 first half strikes, keeping Carshalton ahead. Here's Jacob Mendy, his first real run at the Harlow defence. He's got it into Dixon! Straight away, Michael Dixon! How's that for a substitution? He's been on the pitch less than a minute, and he's put the finishing touch on Jacob Mendy's low cross. And the 2 substitutes are combined to make it Harlow Town 0, Carshalton Athletic 3. It was a similar strike to the one that he got at Bishop Stortford a couple of weeks ago. Just cutting across his marker and guiding the ball in. Bexon might feel he could have done a bit better. It went kind of through him, really. And for all their endeavour for the last 5-10 minutes, Harlow Town now find themselves 3-0 down. Dixon, Aziaya, tried to play it first time to Korboa, but it went straight to Rodgers, who pings it forward. Looking for Fox, who's been very quiet since he's come on, but now he's got the better Cheadle and fed across him, but Morath-Gibbs with his first clearance since coming on. Here's Korboa just gaining yards for Carshalton on the far side. Here's Mendy again looking to cause trouble. He's got it onto his left foot! What a strike by Jacob Mendy! How's that to open your account for the club? Harlow Town 0, Carshalton Athletic 4, and the two substitutes have only been on the pitch for 5 minutes and they've both scored. What an afternoon this is turning into for Carshalton and their fans. They're definitely getting back to winning ways now. 4-0 up at the Harlow Arena. And Jacob Mendy has really put a seal on it. Spins around Raad and just attacks the space in front of him. And that's it, it's all over. A fine afternoon's work for Carshalton Athletic as they get back to winning ways after 4 straight defeats. And 4's the magic number today, 2 goals in each half. Michael Onovwigun and Bobby Price putting the Robins in control before half time. And then 2 late strikes. The substitutes combining, Jacob Mendy teeing up Michael Dixon from close range, and then Jacob Mendy with perhaps the best strike of them all, 20 odd yards from goal into the top corner to make it Carshalton Athletic 4, Harlow Town 0. Back to winning ways for the Robins, and we look forward to another game Saturday week. I've been James Barrett-Sterling, this has been Robins TV. Robins TV, I'm James Barrett-Sterling. Lots of smiles on lots of faces this afternoon as Carshalton get back to winning ways. 4-0 at Harlow Town today. Alan's joined me. Alan, what was your favourite part of this afternoon? Was it all the goals? Was it the clean sheet, the performance, or just the fact that we've got 3 points?
All of that, Jim. Every bit of that. We're winning ways. Fantastic. Robins are back. We're back. I know they'll be looking at our score sheet this afternoon. All the other teams. We're back. We were on a little bit of a wobble, but I think we bossed the game today. I think Harlow played well. I feel for them. We know what it's like, but it's great to be back in the swim. So thanks, Jim. It's just a great feeling. Loads of good feel good in the coach on the way back home.
4-0 here at Harlow Town. 4-0 to the Robins. Back to winning ways, Peter.
Excellent result. I thought we played really well. I thought it was a game that we needed to win to get back to winning ways after 5 or 6 defeats on, and we just played really, really well. I think the fact we were playing on a 3G helped. You know, it got us back because we're used to it. I know they are, but I just thought we played really good football all the way through. Yeah.
What was the more pleasing aspect for you? Was it the fact that we got 4 goals or that we kept a clean sheet?
I think a clean sheet helps with the goal difference, and that was the most important thing. I think we were all saying that. 4-0 is brilliant. Yeah, definitely, especially away from home. Yes.
We've only gone and nabbed Billy Bishop, haven't we, after the 4-0 win at Harlow Town today. Bill, can you just give us an essence of what it was like in the changing room after that, back to winning ways after 4 straight defeats?
Yeah, very good. I mean, last few weeks been difficult, but you don't see the work that goes in behind the scenes. We work very, very hard in training. The lads have put a lot in, and to see it come to fruition out here and a positive result like that is massive. And like you said, the changing room's buzzing after that, and now we all want to build on that, move on to Saturday against Potters Bar and carry this on now.
Yeah. The management staff kind of alluded off camera that you guys have worked on a lot of things in training. Can you just give us a little insight into sort of what went down?
We're looking to, be in the game, if you like, for 90 minutes. So there's been work on fitness, been quite a lot of running, but the boys have dug in and they've showed a mental strength and resilience which has come out today. I've got to say, in 90 minutes I wasn't tested once, bar maybe a corner. So for them to go 90 minutes without conceding a chance like that shows the hard work that's been put in.
Yeah. Without playing devil's advocate, I do remember in the second half you had to come out and parry one though. I think it came off the top of Daniel's head, didn't it? So,
it's all in the day's work for me, that one. So, but other than that, I can't think for 90 minutes where I've had to really pull off a save, and that's credit to the boys and the work that they've put in.
Yeah. We've been joined by player-manager Peter Adeniyi after the fantastic 4-0 win at Harlow Town. Turned things around, 4 straight defeats and then 4 goals today without reply. Peter, is that almost kind of a perfect afternoon today?
Pretty much as good as you could possibly hope. 4 goals away from home, plus a clean sheet, and some great individual performance, and of course a great team performance. Couldn't ask a lot more of the boys.
Yeah. We spoke to Keith off camera very briefly, and he said that the little 2-week break that we had between games, you guys were working really hard in training on some specific things, etc. What is it that you kind of like pinpointed to say, okay, we need to work on this and that to kind of get the boys over that little line?
We did a lot of work. But kind of stuff I kind of like to keep in house, if that's okay.
Yeah.
But it was just getting us working a little bit harder as a team.
Just a little bit. Very good. Oh. I mean, he played 77 minutes today, so you can't blame him.
77?
I think so, yeah, roughly.
I thought I made it to 80. No, you're going to have to cut that, really, because you can't put that on camera.
No, well.
Yeah, you're going to make me look real bad. So, do you want to ask the question again?
Yeah, I'd love to ask the question again, yes.
You put at the end of the season, the bloopers, that'll work well.
Yeah, do that. Don't stitch him up too much. He's going to put all this on and we're digging ourselves deeper and deeper and deeper.
9.
9 years old, he goes home and away, proper fan this one. What was the most exciting thing about the 4-0 win today?
The goal.
Well, which one?
Jacob Mendy's goal, definitely. Jacob Mendy's goal.
What was good about that?
The shot, everything was good about it. And plus it was against the wind was against us, so it was even better like that.
Yeah. What was your favourite aspect of the overall performance today, would you say?
I really liked the passing, like we had some good passing when we were coming to through and goal.
Yeah.
We did some very good play. Ricky Korboa played really well today.
Yeah, was he your man of the match?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of players who played really well. It's quite hard.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. How much does it mean to you to get a clean sheet?
Absolutely delighted. I mean, that's the first one since Lewis. First game of the season, I believe. So it's important, a clean sheet to us in the back four and the midfield is like what goal is to a striker. So to come away with a clean sheet today is massive, and just got to build on it now.
I think all the work we did over the last 2 weeks were evidenced today. The clean sheet was as a result of that 2 weeks worth of work that they've put in. It's part of the reason why I'm so proud of this group of boys is whatever you ask of them, they will just give it back, whatever you ask them to do without arguing. And we have really pushed them in the last 2 weeks, and the evidence is there today of the work that they've done.
Right. Obviously it's all important, but 4 goals away from home or the clean sheet, if someone offered you that before the start of the game without knowing what the final result might have been 5-4 for example, what would you have taken?
The clean sheet. That's what's most important for us. We're a team that's always going to create chances and is taking them. Today we took our chances. We could have had 1 or 2 more goals, but not complaining 4 goals away from home. But the most pleasing thing was the clean sheet. Billy rarely had a save to make. They had 1 or 2 half chances. But overall, I was really happy with the performance of the team defensively. From the forward line all the way to the back four, everyone putting a shift today. So the clean sheet.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Did you have a favourite goal of the afternoon though? We've been asking everybody after the match. Jacob's up there obviously, but I mean, are we having Bobby's goal? Is it, it looked like a bit of a wedge out of the bunker?
I was close enough to it, so he meant it. Obviously he's naturally right-footed and you've just left foot, but if you don't buy a ticket, you ain't going to win a lottery, are you? So, we've encouraged the boys over the last 2 weeks, in and around that 18, shoot. If you don't shoot, you don't score. So, all the goals today were brilliant. The first one was probably my favourite, but each goal had elements that really pleased me. I mean, Jacob coming on and immediately setting up Mike Dixon with his first touch, scoring. And then, from 25 yards, smack one into top bins. Today was a squad effort. The 3 boys coming off the bench, Calvin, all 3 of them played their part in securing the victory and making sure we didn't concede. But again, individually, no one let the team down. So Michael Aziaya looked more like himself today. Jerson put in what I believe is his best performance for the team so far this season. Tommy Bradford looked like his old self. Ricky, Michael, looked really imposing and took his first goal really well. But the first goal really pleased me because that's one of the things we've been working on in training, combination play, and the 1-2 touch around the box, resulting in a goal. Really pleasing, so I'm looking forward to seeing that one again on video, hopefully. He was captured.
A little dig back there.